Hello everyone, I am Renown Zero. We are back again talking about how Dragon Age the Veilguard character creator now has the option for, get this, top surgery scars. That's right. If you want to bring in the real world into a fantasy RPG game, that's exactly what the developers have done with this character creator. You even got pronouns and non-binary gender, even though that's not a gender. There are only two genders, male and female, that are synonymous with man and woman. I don't understand why these developers are out here wanting to put this absolute identity politics and DEI garbage into a fantasy RPG game. If you want to make a game have something like that, create your own IP. No one will care if you do it. I certainly won't, but it's an IP that people know of, and I can guarantee, almost guarantee, that this game is going to be DOA, and they're going to blame you. They're going to blame the straight white man, all the cisgender people, for not purchasing this game. By the way, the person that was showing off clips on a live stream for this, a person that obviously works for BioWare, headed by EA, had some interesting things to say about people who had some complaints about the said top surgery scars for your character creator. But let's get into this article really quick from John F. Trent over on That Park Place. Dragon Age the Veilguard character creator has option for top surgery scars. BioWare has allowed influencers and media outlets to showcase the game's character creator and is even woker than early reports about it, as it includes a feature to toggle on or off quote-unquote top surgery scars, which, by the way, your character will most likely have armor throughout majority of the game. So what is the purpose of this really? What is really the purpose of this feature in the game? I guess for more inclusion. Back in July, it was revealed by Game Informer's Wesley LeBlanc, who previewed the character creator, revealed it had inclusivity at its heart. Nobody cares. Literally no real gamer actually cares. At the heart of it is inclusivity. Veilguard game director Kareem Bush tells me before letting me guide her through creating my own character. He went on to reveal that the character creator allows players to choose between 4 different races: elves, Quinari, humans, and dwarves. It also, quote-unquote, allows for more detailed looks at each and the ability to choose pronouns with she, her, he, him, and they, them. Separately from gender, select different body types and more, because, of course, these are the types of clowns that think men and women are the same when biologically they're not. Men are biologically stronger than women physically, and that's never going to change no matter how much you try. If you're living in some sort of fantasy world that you really think this is the case, and it never will be. Furthermore, the character creator also features full spiciness because the game is a mature RPG, according to Bush, who is a man pretending to be a woman, aka a trans woman, because trans women are biological men. Apparently, the full spiciness is needed to choose your character's undergarments. Yeah, because once again, nobody cares about something like that, because again, your character is going to be wearing armor for a majority of the game. LeBlanc also revealed, quote, you can finally dye your hair with non-traditional colors. So now giving the representation to blue-haired weirdos who will certainly never buy this game and never put their money into this franchise and have never put their money into this franchise. He concluded revealing there are 4 voices that one can choose from. They include English masculine, English feminine, American masculine, and American feminine. The pitch of the voices can be adjusted. I have no idea what that really would mean. It has been revealed by multiple YouTubers that the character creator does include pronouns and allows players to select man, woman, and non-binary for gender. Again, this is not real. There are only 2 genders. Stop trying to push this garbage into video games from the real world. This is not real. This is not a gender. This is some made-up garbage that people have made up in their head because they have that mental illness. On top of this, it's been revealed that the character creator features an option to toggle quote-unquote top surgery scars. It is abundantly clear that Dragon Age the Veilguard is political and ideological propaganda disguised as a video game, and its primary objective does not appear to entertain customers or provide them with an escape or any kind of fun, but to indoctrinate them with the alphabet community ideology. Of course, inserting it all into, again, a fantasy game. This is kind of like how they want to put people in wheelchair characters into D&D. It doesn't make sense for the world that it's in. The game is clearly attempting to normalize this ideology by including quote-unquote top surgery scars, which, by the way, kidding, top surgery should never be happening. No one should be allowing that disgusting nonsense to be happening to children. In-game, as well as all the various other customization options that allows players to blur the lines between male and female. Again, men and women are different. This ideology leads to destructive real-world behaviors. This character creator is not the only example of this attempt at normalizing disordered and sinful behavior. The game's creative director, John Epler, previously confirmed that all of the companion characters in the game would be, again, another made-up garbage thing, pansexual. There's a difference between player sexual and pansexual. All companions are canonically pansexual. Again, more made-up drivel. Bush made similar comments to IGN. IGN's Alex Stedman reported, quote, Bush insists that they're all specifically pansexual and that might come through in with what you learn about their backstories. Bush then explained their past experiences of partners, they'll reference them, and indeed who they'll become romantic with. He continued, for instance, we see Harding. I might be playing a straight male character flirting with her, but I choose not to pursue a romance. She might get together with Tosh, so my perception of my identity has no bearing on their identities, and that comes through very strongly. He went on to detail, it's not until the later parts of the game where you really commit to romance and it gets pretty spicy. But let's get into this clip from the developer, of course, you know, the typical side-shaved head looking weirdo who gets really butthurt because people in the chat do not care about this at all. Coming from Prismatic says, yes, it is unnoticeable, pointless, useless, purposeless, and it really doesn't add anything to the game. The only thing it adds is to give people like this cringe weirdo a way to satisfy their superficial needs and feelings. I 100% agree. Imagine being this salty over people criticizing / not liking / finding a game cosmetic stupid that is most likely not going to be visible during most of the game because the character is probably going to wear armor, a robe, clothing, etc. Which is what I said, which is what most gamers feel about this. Again, this is only to satisfy their superficial feelings and needs. Let's take a listen to this 42-second clip here.
This is what the top surgery scars look like. Look how unnoticeable that is, but oh my...
It's unnoticeable, so why is it in the game? What is the purpose of this?
God, even if you just mention the term top surgery scars, the incels on the internet will to their pants and cry like babies. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, I can't wait till you cry when your game is DOA and nobody cares to buy it. I would rather play Final Fantasy 16 than this garbage. An older game that came out on PS5, which recently came out on PC, and I have honestly zero interest in playing it, but if I had to choose between Final Fantasy 16 and Dragon Age of the Veilguard, I would pick Final Fantasy 16 10 times out of 10 over this absolute trash.
Who the f*** cares?
Why do you care that people are upset? Oh, because you know those people aren't going to buy your game.
Imagine being such a wet piece of shit. Just being like, I'm not buying the game because of these hardly noticeable scars that don't even include me.
No, they're not buying the game because you decided to insert woke DEI bullcrap into a fantasy RPG game that they liked. Absolute nonsense that you faithfully believe that children should be cutting their tops off is absolutely disgusting and it's absolutely ridiculous.
Involve me at all and that I can absolutely not have on my character me.
You said it yourself that they were barely noticeable and yet for some reason you decided to include it in this game.
The incels can f*** right off. This is what
I can tell you right now, you are an absolute incel because ain't nobody touching you with a 10-foot pole. Goku with his power pole wouldn't even touch you. Let's stop the cap, girl, because we know for a fact no one is touching you with the 10-foot pole. Don't act as if you're all high and mighty because you created a Dragon Age game when people haven't really liked Dragon Age, even since Dragon Age 2. And I personally like Dragon Age 2, but people didn't like the fact that you changed the combat from Dragon Age Origins over to 2, and now you have all this cringe nonsense, woke DEI BS in your latest game. And I can see this game being completely DOA, similar to the Saints Row remake. But go on and go attack your fans because they have a concern over something you've put in their game, in their universe, for a game that they like. But, like I said already, when this game becomes DOA, don't go blaming the people you just insulted that they didn't purchase your game. You only have yourself and the other developers to blame for this cringe of a game. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, and returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit the like button, comment below if you feel about all of this, subscribe for more content, hit the bell for notifications, set the bell to all, that way you'll get a notification anytime I post a new video or go live on this channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.